Hey guys, hello, magandang tanghali. I think it's almost 1. Only 3 minutes to go para maging 1 p.m. So, finally natapos ko ang aking naturalization test. Civics test and writing test and reading test. And then I was interviewed together with Andre, my husband, and we are with our son, and then our officer in charge. That time, his name is Officer Monroe, and it was quite easy. We did wait for quite some time kasi may iba pang mga applicants, around 4 or 3 na in the process of in the process of taking test as well. And the second to the last would be a Filipino family and other nationality. Anyway, yeah, I did pass the test. I did pass a test, and this is very fresh, so I want to take a video so next time I can remember what happened during that interview. So I got after I passed all the civics test, after I passed the civics test, I was given this paper. I'll cover the informations na andito. May mga personal informations kasi. So, I got, congratulations, your application has been recommended for approval. At this time, it appears that you have established your eligibility for naturalization. If final approval is granted, you will be notified of when and where to report for your naturalization ceremony or oath-taking ceremony. And then the first line was it was X. It means you passed the English test and the U.S. history and government test. And yeah, and he said that kailangan mag-wait na lang kami about 2 to 6 weeks for the oath-taking ceremony. And yeah, I got approved, but I have to do oath-taking first so that I will be given a certificate that I am a natural citizen of United States of America. So congratulations. So I will be sharing with you kung ano-ano yung mga questions na tinanong sa akin. So we do have 100 questions na kailangang i-memorize ng all applicants. So lahat ng undergoing naturalization, you have to review and remember all the answers. So I have this is very helpful. Share ko na to kanina sa another video ginawa ko in the morning before we go to the office in the government facility. So I got here the 100 possible questions that the officers will be asked, that they will or he or she will ask you. So Officer Monroe is a man, of course, and dito sa card na to, sasabihin ko sa inyo yung mga tinanong sa akin. But don't just rely with this 8 cards that I got, because all officers are different in every state. You have to review the whole 100 questions, okay? And the first one that I will be, this is like just by random order. Hindi ko masasabing kung which one is naunang tinanong, whatever, but I did remember all those questions. I was asked 8. Most of the people or applicants asked 6 or more, like 10 mostly, and I got asked 8. The first one is, okay, before that, actually, bilangin ko muna. 8. So actually 8, yeah. And before that, before I'll give you the 8 questions that I was asked, ibibigay ko muna sa inyo yung sinagot ko or yung tinanong sa akin for yung pinabasa ako at yung pinasulat sa akin. So the question that they asked me is, who lived in America before the Europeans arrived? Who lived in America before the Europeans arrived? The answer is American Indians. So they made me write the answer. This answer, the first one though. So American Indians are the first people who lived in America. So yeah, that's the ones that I read and write. And then I will be giving now the 8 questions that Officer Monroe asked me in front of my husband and of Crixus as well. So the first one, this is random order. Who is the commander-in-chief of the military? Who is the commander-in-chief of the military? So the president. Next. Second question is, what do we show loyalty to when we say the Pledge of Allegiance? What do we show loyalty to when we say the Pledge of Allegiance? So the United States. Okay, next. During the Cold War, what was the main concern of the United States? During the Cold War, what was the main concern of the United States? Answer, communism. Communism. Yep. Next, in what month do we vote for president? In what month do we both vote for president? November. Okay. Next. Why does the flag have 50 stars? Why does the flag have 50 stars? The answer is because there are 50 states. So, there you go. Because there are 50 states. There's another 2 possible answers. I answered the last one. There you go. Next, when we celebrate Independence Day. When do we celebrate Independence Day? July 3rd. Okay. Next, what is the economic system in the United States? What is the economic system in the United States? So there's 2 possible answers, and I answer capitalist economy. Okay. Other people answer market economy. I do the capitalist economy. Last would be, who vetoes bills? Who vetoes bills? There you go. Who vetoes bills? The president. That's it. That's it for all the 8 questions that I was asked. And then, before that, there's a lot of issues, errors with the software of the computer. So, medyo natagalan din. I have to do the right index print, and then biometric, and then left. And then after that, he checked all the documents I have sent from the start, where I did the adjustment of status to I-751 to N-400 and I-601 for religious exemption, you know, if I can't remember what I mean, but yeah, I-601 for religious reason. And um, when he saw dun sa I-751 software or sa dun sa Microsoft Word that maybe the associate or the other person who was printing the whole um, documents, he was like, "You are organized, very organized because I have sent all thousands of pages of documents, forms, everything." Oh, and he was like shocked, not shocked, but he was like, "Wow, you're very, like very arranged. Everything's, in the right. Like you have no any area, gray areas kung saan hindi ka makikitaan ng butas. Yung hindi na sila mag-a-ask sa'yo ng question of other documents na kulang or hindi ka na nila hahanapan ng documents. But I did everything. It was a makapal na documents that I have sent there through mail, not online, but I rather do it mail. And then yeah, he was like, "Wow, like you did all these documents, like everything's arranged, everything's perfectly there. You don't need to ask me for other documents that are missing because ibinigay ko na sa'yo lahat ng documents." And then when he asked me about anything else from N-400, the yes or no questions, which is he did it all of it from yes and the Constitution, like that, and I said yes to that, and I was taking yes, and it was fast. He just keep on apologizing because napakatagal ng paghintay namin. Maybe, 30 minutes or so, and we said that it's all right. We're willing to wait. It's no rush. Andre's on his off day, and Craig is with us, and he cried a little bit. But there's three Filipinos who I congratulate and greeted first. They are all seniors, and she passed the test that time, and she gave away what they call it, the candies, mint candies to Crixus. So Crixus finished it there. And yeah, so now we are just waiting for my oath taking ceremony. And he told me that just wait there's 6 weeks. And then I have to check my USCIS account. If you have USCIS account, do it, sign up. If you're in the process of K1 visa or anything visas that you have, make sure you make your own USCIS account. Mas madali, and prior to that, you will be notified early than just waiting for the mail to notify you about your case that are pending or waiting for interview, blah blah blah, like that. And yeah, I asked him, Officer Monroe, did I pass? He said, yeah, it's just that the software right now is like, it's crashing, it's having error. But yeah, you just need to wait for your ceremony, and that's it. And yeah, we are happy. I'm happy. It's worth it. So I dressed up well. If you're going to an interview, dress up. Dressed up. If you dressed up properly and in a formal way, in a formal places like the courthouse, dress it up. Yung damit ko na to, this is dark green. I love greens. I love anything neutral, browns, whatever. And I got a pants from thrift store. It was a grayish color with the tiny stripes in there. And then aking pinartner ito sa aking green long sleeve. And then a shoes. A bit with the heels. And yeah, when you're going to a serious place for interview, whatever, dress up. Dress up. You don't wanna be too much. You don't wanna dress properly, especially when you're going to a formal place. You well, he said that you can dress whatever you want, right? But I mean, if you're going to a place where it's serious, you're gonna be, they're gonna see you and see all the details on your papers. You need to look presentable, you know. I fixed my hair last night. Ginawa ko lang to. Oh, nicely done. And then kilay, and then lipstick, and then moisturizer. Yun, mukha lang Well, naglagay naman ako kahit papaano ng mga ganyan sa kolerete sa mata. Pero mostly moisturizer, lipstick, tsaka kilay lang ako. Always be presentable. So, and then I think it will make the officer having this energy of good vibes or positive outlooks in appearance of you presenting yourself while you're doing the interview or whatever tests or interviews you're gonna be doing. Present yourself well, and it will give you a positive response, a positive and it will make you pass. Just that's because I've seen a few, but I mean whatever. But yeah, that's all. This July 22nd of my interview is an 11:10 a.m. You gotta be there, not 30 minutes early and not 30 minutes late. Never do that. So yeah, and perfectly we went there. We waited, and Officer Monroe keeps saying apologies because there's so many documents that other applicants are missing, and they need to go back. And he's very nice because he's letting those applicants, like, just giving him the documents at that very moment, even though he's talking to other applicants. He's very nice, very patient. I love that. We even like joke, like, because all my documents are well presented. He's and my husband's like, she loves all the documents, stuff, all the legal things. I love those things. I love doing legal stuff. And by learning, okay, learn mo yan because of your own experiences as well. Especially you're doing immigration things. It was crazy. Like, so many documents that you have to gather and print and answer, and how many times you need to fix whatever in Adobe, and or if Adobe is not working, you have to do it like manually by black pen, and it was just too many, and so many documents that you have to ask from the bank, from the whatever tax return transcripts online, blah blah blah. You have to reprint every how many years. But anyway, that's all. Yeah, I did pass. I just need to do my oath taking ceremony, which I have to wait. So yeah, and if I can do it, definitely guys, you can do it as well. I reviewed last year for this, and then I stop and then go back again after this year. So I keep on reviewing for the whole 1 year and a half, and those 8 questions, I was like, my mind is just everywhere while we're in the office, in the room, and every 8 questions, one by one, I just answer it without thinking. Actually, it just comes out of my mouth, and it's weird, but yeah, that, like, I'm not. My mind is like, just like this. It's flying, and then all the answers that that comes out of my mouth is like, I'm not even thinking. It just comes out like that. But yeah, I did it. Yeah, I mean, 1 year and a half of practicing and talking to myself about the answers and the questions, and even overly look or overly search for what specific words, specific dates, specific events, even though they will not be asking it because it's too deep already. It's not part of the questions. I did it just for me to be ready. But yeah, I mean, postpartum clog in my head is very, it's still there. But yeah, I did it. I mean, yeah, just don't be stressed. I mean, and I even said Sir Monroe, Officer Monroe, before we go. Because he was so stressed. Like, people's talking to him. It seems like he's the only one there, but I saw him and the other woman there, other officer, and he's just talking to this person. Then next, it's me, and I just, before we go, I said, just don't stress about it. Don't stress. Enjoy your day. Take care. That's what I did, and greet the officer before you come, before you go home, and just leave a smile. Always, what do you call this? Leave a smile, and then I'll leave a positive day or thought to the officers, because their job is not really that easy. It's very stressing when you have problem with software errors. And yeah, that's it. I did it. You will. You too. You will. So that's it. That's for today, July 22. Thank you. And that's it.